maybe 6-7 years ago. Why is because I think it was an emotional response for us with this group of people. Someone started crying, another person started crying, and then suddenly one whole big group of us started to cry.
Actually, when I came back home and I had very bad results for my math, I just teared up and I didn't know what to do.
Probably when my grandmother died, probably.
I think the last time is when I had my first boy. I mean, when he was born. I think that was a very memorable, experience, and the whole process of going through being a mother and then giving birth. It was a completely different experience, and having him in my hands, I think that was something that I'll cherish always.
It was actually last night, but it's not because I had a dream about him, and it gets better through days lah, but it's still, when the dream strike, the void is real, and I think it's okay to cry and to embrace those feelings. Yeah.
Sometimes cry lah, sad thing come, cry. Sometimes because I am working here now 10 years, sometimes I remember my family, my daughter and son and my husband.
Oh, the last time I teared was when I heard a worship song, and then the song just hit me. I was just driving and the song just resonated with me, so I just teared, and I just thank God for reminding me that He's with me. Yeah.
I cry because my father passed away. Yeah, because my father passed away, and I cannot take care of him. Yeah.
I cried yesterday because I heard my parents arguing about something, but I couldn't hear it. I just used some headphones and to block out the noise.
Probably when my friend punched me.
Why did he punch?
Because I accidentally failed his test for him. Because he wanted to cheat my answer.
Spouse and husband and wife, we do have some quarrels and all that. And then when it hurts the wife, also it hurts me too. Okay, and it has happened also with my wife and my daughter when they quarrel, and the fact that I got to go in between, I don't know how to handle. Neither one of them is right or wrong. And that is why I sometimes, even I don't cry in front of them, but I will cry in the room on my bed.
2 hours ago, I received a text message from someone and it was like really mean, and I was just like, I'm so over it, And I don't understand why people just can't be nice sometimes, and it just hurts, and I'm just like, I don't know, just upset me, and I shouldn't be upset over something so, small, but it just got to me, and I tried to not let things get to me so much, but today was a bit of a hard day. It was one of those days. Not every day is like that. Some days are just great, and some days are just a little bit more of a struggle. So
I do sometimes tear quite a bit, especially when I feel overwhelmed by the circumstances. For example, when I realized that I couldn't return to school for my studies and most of my friends were going to graduate, I think that was when I teared inside.
Wow, it was my previous internship. Okay, I cried a lot there because it was a really toxic environment. There was really little guidance along, and the first day of my job, I got screamed at, okay, for the first task I was tasked to do, but I really didn't know what I was doing then, because like the boss just said, oh, just do this thing and follow the instructions. But then the instructions, right, it wasn't clear, so there wasn't a guidance along, and I did it, and then she screamed through the phone, or even slapped the table, like slammed the table on me, and then saying like, how can we continue working like this for the next 6 months? And that continued for the next 1.5 months, and I decided that that's not what I wanted lah. So I decided to drop out. Yeah, so that was the worst 1.5 months I've ever experienced, and I cried a lot then.
The last time I did cry badly, I would say, when I quit my job and then I went overseas for a holiday break, okay, and I just cried under the bridge. Yeah, it was the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Yeah, I think because there's a bit of like grief and loss, probably because I quit my job, and after that I was a bit lost, did not know what to do, and because so at the same time I had to make a big sacrifice. Okay, and it can be quite painful. So that was the time when I teared and silently and just need time to reevaluate what I wanted to do at the point of time. Yeah.
It was in 2020, right when COVID was about to hit. So I went to Greece with my coach and another player. I played, I think, two or three tournaments there. The way I lost wasn't that good because I didn't really play to my own standard. And I could tell that like my coach was very disappointed in me. That was when I stayed alone in the room after they left, and I just broke down at the time, like just started sobbing uncontrollably. First thing was that I felt like all the time that I spent in tennis training up to that point was kind of wasted. And the second thing because at that level I knew that realistically I wasn't gonna make it in tennis, so I was kind of mourning the loss of my tennis career also. Yeah.
Hi everyone, thanks for watching. On this channel, we have a dream to inspire a more resilient, compassionate society. So if that resonates with you, do consider subscribing, sharing, liking. It will really help us bring you more in future. And we look forward to bringing you more in future as well. So stay resilient, stay loving, and we see you on the next episode. Bye.